Hello, my name is Arturo Ortiz, and I am a civic influencer for Miami-Dade College, Hialeah campus. And I wanted to share a little bit about my journey with civic influencers. I chose to get involved with civic influencers because it's tied to an important cause to me. At a young age, my parents came over with the idea of a dollar and a dream, and because of that, I did not have the ability to have an immigration status. So a lot of things that some people might take as a day to day or sometimes even for granted were luxuries to me. Lo and behold, to this day, I am still not actively able to vote, but it was more so the realization that through programs like Civic Influencers, I'm able to feel as if I have a voice. And so it's important to me that people vote because the decision to or not to really impacts everyone, yourself, your family, your community, but it also impacts others, especially others like myself who do not have the ability to vote. And while there may be topics that I feel some people cannot agree on for whatever reason, I do think that it's important to make educated decisions. And civic influencers is based around that very idea, giving the voiceless a voice, myself, giving us the opportunity to inform ourselves and most importantly inform others with the decisions that they make, and for those that are choosing not to make that decision, empowering them by letting them know what it is that they're putting at risk by not deciding to take that action and moving forward. This semester I was involved in various civic influencer activities that I feel will leave a legacy. I wanted to come out of this term with an idea that would help future terms or future civic influencer groups have an impact, especially on campus. So part of this was through the concept, the idea that it takes a community because it does. So partnerships with our Institute for Civic Engagement and Democracy, our director on campus, was amazing. She really helped build that bridge. So we were able to kind of create a video to exemplify the ideas behind voting, the importance behind voting, the resources behind voting, registering to vote, checking voter status and voting locations. So it's something now that we can deliver as a consistent, unified message across one campus, several campuses, so that everyone has the same message. And it's also streamlined so that it's done in a much more condensed time frame, and so everyone is able to have this communication. Some of the barriers that I found while being involved in some of these projects were that there's still that mentality a little bit that my vote doesn't count, and as we kind of went about just educating the student populace, it was important to understand that there have been elections currently and previously that have been impacted by just a handful of votes. And because people decide to have that mentality that, my vote or one vote doesn't matter, doesn't count, doesn't make a difference, it does make that impact, especially in our state. Being a Florida, Florida is a special case. So it definitely, it's felt when people don't go out. Um, and if there's something particularly to me that impacts me, I think of climate change, I think of reproductive rights. I also, personal still to me, is immigration reform and immigration rights. I think the way I like to function is I take great pride in remembering where I came from and keeping that in mind when I think about where I'm going. So never forgetting where I'm coming from, and then paying that forward. Um, the impact that this has had on me is that for a long time, I felt like I didn't have a voice. I felt like I had to be under a radar. I was scared. I was concerned. But groups like Civic Influencers have helped me find that voice where I no longer have to feel that way. And the inability to be able to cast a vote does not define who I am, and the difference and the impact and the voice that I look to give others. And Civic Influencers has done that. It's helped me find my voice and in turn to help me give others that opportunity as well. So while there have been a lot of projects that we've done behind the scenes, I can't thank Civic Influencers enough for the opportunity to make that difference. And I look forward to what the next cohort is able to do and the impact that they'll be able to have. Thank you.